just go on. I'm not even touching
No. What you want is a motorcycle. They are fast, they're agile. However, you can and will be killed on these things. 0 airbags. And you see each of these doors on an actual moving car? That's a giant panel of motorcycle death. You want a rocket cycle, which unfortunately we don't have. Bye.
Yeah.
Next what we want. Cars. What you want is something with about 200 hit points minimum. Oh, horsepower. Oh, okay. Hit points. Let's go with hit points. Go on to our next slide. How to survive the initial touchdown. Robot lands, it's going to shake up buildings, it's going to probably level a building or two with just the initial swing, opening up its wings or arms, legs, wings, tentacles, whatever a robot happens to have on it. Basically what you want to do is survive the initial impact by creating the triangle of life. It's very simple. You don't hide under something heavy and sturdy, you hide and crouch next to it. Ceiling panel's going to come down, break over the heavy table. You've got about 10 minutes of air, which, if you have a manga on you, just about enough to read the whole thing through.
Wait a minute, I think I can try this. Let me try this.
All right.
I'm just going to grab this lovely copy of the Otaku Encyclopedia, which you can buy at Forbidden Planet. Go for this under this table.
You enjoy running out of breath.
Oh boy, this is wonderful. Wow, so many facts.
Why do you always end up on your back when we're performing? Here's our next slide. Move on.
Yeah, who lost his hat? Under the table sucks.
Okay,
That's what she said.
so
You lost your hat.
Japan has built an earthquake survival life jacket. There's no other word for it. But just like as you have to be in the life raft at all times so you don't drown, you have to wear this every day for the rest of your life, which is fine. It's Japan. They're good with fashion. It comes with standard Japanese earthquake survival pack. Dehydrated packs of water. Just add water and flare to blind and confuse the Mecha. Rope, because anyone who's played Dungeons and Dragons knows. 50 feet of elven silken rope, 20 gold, it's worth it, bag of holding. Green materia. A house just landed on you, you're gonna want cure. Regrowth and detox possibly. Flashlight, signal your friends. Panties. It's Japan. Probably because you sold your own seeing the giant robot coming at you. And lipstick. Because there are 3 steps to fighting every giant robot. Recognize it's a robot, apply lipstick, kiss your ass goodbye. Alright, and the last thing that we have, we've built it for animals. That's right. Remember, the robot apocalypse is upon us. There are no more rules. This is not a dog. This is domesticated meat on a leash. Get yourself a kebab, stuff it with whatever manga, green material you're gonna need. Because Japan thinks ahead.
Accelerate this part.
Hello, Menchie. Hello, you're gonna be useful to the crew. Our next giant threat, Big O. We all remember the theme song, Big O, Big O, Big O, Big O. This thing is loaded with attacks. Lasers from the head. It shoots missiles from its abdomen. You talk about abs of steel. What about abs of titanium-rich uranium?
Pew pew.
Secret. The last episode is called "The Show Must Go On." Okay, they're there. Piston punch, steampunk punch. This thing is amazing at punching other robots. There's nothing you can really do against the Big O. It's just a matter of patience. Given enough time, this thing will think itself out of existence. So really, it's a self-solving problem. In the meantime, it attacks only one city. Leave the city! Next biggest threat to American. I know. But it's an American franchise. All the more reason to be afraid of it. Look, it's already starting to attack con-goers. This thing has learned from its attack. This thing is loaded with dangerous properties. Tank mode. Anyone remember that season 1? Yeah. It had tanks for hands. Even worse, it's made of dinosaurs. Robot dinosaurs. How much sympathy and empathy do they have? Please don't kill me. Rawr, 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 rawr. Don't care. Eat your face.
Are they the kinds that can open doors?
Yes.
Oh God, we're bummed.
They can step down doors. The only thing you can really do to defend yourself against the Megazord?
Get Tommy.
Oh really? Get Tommy. Give it a season, the franchise will move to a new setting. I don't know, space, jungle planet, Canada. Somewhere where no lives are ever going to be lost.
It's morphin' time, eh?
Gundams, of course! Gundams are loaded with the barrage of weapons because they come in so many forms. They've got lasers on one hand, they've got a cannon in the other hand, they're going to have laser cannons, they're going to have... Swords, of course. Gundams come out every year. There's only one solid defense that's ever worked against them. Another Gundam pilot piloted by an even more main character. You don't fight Gundams. This is you on the Gundam. Best you can do is get under its toenail, give it a staph infection. Another major robot threat to America, Macross.
Hell yeah!
We've got 2 cosplayers here from Macross. Loaded with attacks. These things come in just as, the weapons come in just as many attacks as merchandising. There's one thing that works against the Macross. If you notice, every Macross has a pop star that never pilots the robot and never dies. Pop stars do not die, but they do zombify quite nicely.
I don't get it.
I'm not feeling
That's soon enough!
I saved this for the end. One of the greatest giant robots ever. Robot. Blazing sword. Now remember, this thing is made of 5 mechanical lions that function as a pack. But remember, even though he's made of 5 robots that have to work as a team to summon him, Voltron, oddly enough, not a team player. Voltron's job, destroying every other giant robot. Why? Because they're there to destroy Voltron. Look at how angry this thing is. It can kick you in the balls and then bite down. How passive aggressive is that? There's only one thing that works against Voltron. Remember, there is no defense against Voltron. Voltron always wins. End of discussion. 2 words. Robot, chicken.
So basically, you better work on your moves, because that's the only way you're going to take down Voltron. Voltron can go down by getting served.
That's right.
Bring on Serve Bot. A couple of reasons why this can't happen. I'm going to leave you with just a little smidgen of hope. View image. According to the National Japan Science and Technology Agency, the cost of building an actual, like 20-story tall Gundam is basically $750,000, which also means the Japan Science and Technology Agency had nothing else to do with their time. They were very bored. According to the bastards trying to kill us, the mechanized propulsion system, one weighs about 60 tons. Let's just figure out the cost, not just building it, but getting it into space. Almost every Gundam can leave Earth's orbit, go into space, and come back down. The cost of doing this once, just by using the Apollo space station, which is to this day the most expensive thing we've ever tried to do, about 7.5 million pounds of thrust just to get 100,000 pounds into orbit. This is slightly more. Do the math, which means the average Zaku, not the Mobile Suit Gundam, not heavy arms, not a standard, this is just the pawn. The Zaku is like the thing that gets blown up easiest. 9 million pounds of thrust. That's a lot of gasoline. Frankly, that's more gasoline than the planet holds. So next, we're looking at $50 billion. Now, I know we have a national budget of a couple trillion, but this is getting one guy into space once, not bringing it back down, not building it, not training the pilot and starving it and making it think that it's the hero. It's cost. Most importantly, why there can't be a Mecha. Let's look at the Etano Circus. Because launching a single missile just doesn't look as cool.
Damn right.
Basic Sidewinder missile, the cheapest missile we have to date, is $85,000. There are 3 zeros following that comma. That's just 1. How many missiles do you launch at the average Etano Circus? About 30? How many times do you do that per episode? Like 5? This is getting costly already. This is just weapons. This is not even building the robot. This is just throwing missiles at the moon to make more craters. Because it's there. We've attacked the moon. We will attack every other celestial object out there. Mercury, hogging the spotlight for too long. Saturn, cut down on the rings. We're in a recession. Act like it. Pluto, just because you're no longer a planet doesn't mean you're off the list. Right? This can't happen because of Skype. The Planet Buster. This thing is so expensive, it's not real. We haven't invented it yet. We don't have a way of destroying all of our stuff just yet. But that's how you, the average American citizen, can protect yourself against the giant robots that are coming to destroy us all. Thank you. Run for the hills.